This is round 5, and I have to say this is probably the most annoying game of this tournament. This whole tournament, through all the ups and all the downs and all the good and bad decisions, this was the game that was like the most annoying because the entire game, it just felt so. I was just holding. I was just not even holding. I hate that term. I hate when people say I'm holding. Once you're lost, you're lost. There's no such thing. But it was just it was just one of those games that I was just trying to. I had nothing. I had nothing. But then he gave me something. So it's just an annoying game because I know I misplayed the position. But, I got to share it with you all. Like I said, guys, I'm keeping it all the way real with you. And I got to share the goods, the bads, the ups, and the downs. So without further ado, let's get into it. My opponent, he opens up with this move d4. I play the move knight f6. My opponent responds with the move knight to f3. I play the move g6. We get the move h3 played. Then I play the move bishop g7. We get the move c3 played, and then I get castle. My opponent responds with the move bishop to f4, and then I play this move d5. My opponent responds with the move e3, and I play the move c5. So far, so good. Everything's everything. My opponent plays the move knight at b to d2, and then I play the move knight to c6. The computer is saying that the knight belongs on d7 here. My opponent then plays the move d capture c5, rook to e8. My opponent plays the move bishop to b5, pinning my knight to my rook here. The next move that I'm going to play here, this move queen to a5, just further highlights what I mean in terms of my decision making to re-enter the tournament, because like I just learned that was my first time ever re-entering the tournament. I didn't even know that you could do that. But it's just moves like this that's showing me I could have re-entered this tournament 10 times. Literally, I could have okay, probably not 10 times, but I could have re-entered this tournament multiple times, and guess what? I would have continue to not have the best result because I have not yet correctly identified what is causing these mistakes. And when you don't know what's causing your mistakes, you're going to keep making the same kinds of mistakes. I just have not been playing disciplined chess. Queen to a5, for example, just a very undisciplined chess move. I'm playing what I want to play instead of what the board is telling me to play. Of course a6 is the move, not queen to a5. My opponent continues forward with this move queen to a4, and then I play this move bishop to d7. My opponent then plays the move queen captures a5, knight captures a5, bishop captures, knight captures, guys. And this is the position that we have. This position was very annoying to play. That's why I'm saying, although this tournament did not go my way, this tournament, positions like this, I guess you could say that I didn't quite truly deeply understand the position. It allowed me to grow that much more because when I came back from the Royal Open, I was able to really sit down with my coach and break these things down and really get to the root of it and really understand these kinds of positions better. My opponent then goes ahead and gets castle, and then I played the move e5, which is a miss. I was supposed to pick my pawn back up here. My opponent puts the bishop all the way on the square h2. I played the move knight to c4. My opponent plays the move b4, going right past my knight. I cut the knight. My opponent cuts my knight. Then I play this move knight to f6, which is another inaccuracy. My opponent then plays the move rook at a to c1, rook at a to c8. We got rook at f to e1, and then I play this move a5, just not even knowing why. Again, guys, just playing a position that I did not quite understand. So as annoying as this game was, I was able to play it, have the experience of it, take it home, review it, and learn so much from this game. My opponent then responds with this move a3, and again, not fully understanding this position. I cut here, my opponent cuts. And guys, I have no problem with saying when I understand the position and when I don't. Because when I do understand the position, I'm going to let you know I understand this position better than my opponent. And when I don't, I have to be real with myself and say that. And during this game, I didn't quite understand the position. But what I do know for sure in this position, I have this strong pawn center here. And that is what I do have going for myself. And if my opponent does not know how to play against this, I will have something, at least something going for myself here. I then move forward with the move rook to a8. My opponent plays the move rook to c3. I play the move rook at a to d8. Guys, look at me. I'm going back and forth with my rook. Like I told you guys in the beginning of this video, it was just one of those games where, as the people like to say, you're holding. Or it's just one of those games where I literally am lost at move 21, and I just have to see if my opponent can capitalize. When you're playing a game, there's no eval bar, but I'm very much aware that Black is not winning this game. My opponent, he moves forward with the move c6, which apparently is a blunder. King to f1 was best. I take On c6, this was a miss. It says d4 was best. d4 was certainly best, but instead I captured b captured c6 here. My opponent plays rook at e to c1, doubling on the file. I play rook at d to a8. Guys, I'm moving this rook back and forth. Like I said, I have nothing and I know it. And my opponent responds with the move g4. Now that I knew was a bad move. And again, the only thing that I got for myself going right now is everything is protected. If you do take this pawn, I'm going to pick up this pawn. Everything's protected and I have this strong pawn center. And if you don't know how to play against it, I at least have something going for me. I then go ahead and make another mistake with the move knight to d7, getting tired of moving this rook back and forth. So I'm like, okay, let me at least try something. But of course, knight to d7, not the best idea either. My opponent then responds with the move rook captures c6, and then I play this move rook captures a3. Like I said, if you take my pawn, I'm going to take yours. My opponent then plays the move rook to c8, asking the question of my rook, and then I play this move rook to a8. My opponent takes on a8, I take on a8, guys. So look, I'm holding down this pawn center. My rook is on the back rank. My king is safe. So I'm like, you know what? When we got right here, I'm kind of okay. But like I said, it just was not a fun game to play. It's never fun when you have nothing. But of course, my opponent, he has no idea how to capitalize off this situation. And that is the only reason I'm still in this game. My opponent then plays the move rook to c7. He's got his rook to the 7th, okay? He's looking to make some progress here. Then I play my rook back to d8. Guys, like I'm saying, I'm not trying nothing. I'm just trying to be patient, see what he does, see if I could ever get out of a sticky situation. My opponent then plays this move knight to b3. I move forward with the move e4, which is a huge mistake. The only thing that I have going for myself now is no longer there. Okay, I didn't know it at the board, but looking at it now, I said 10 times it's the only thing I got going for myself. Now I play the move e4, and now the only thing I had isn't there anymore. So now, after e4, my opponent plays the move knight to a5, which is a miss. Apparently, b5 was best. Yeah, he didn't even push this pawn. Like, he probably should have started pushing this pawn. You got the bishop on the queen and square. Like, he had stuff, but he didn't do it. Knight to e5, the computer is suggesting bishop to e5. But this passer is dangerous. So I played the move knight to e5. My opponent plays the move knight to c6, guys. And then I played the move rook to e8, protecting my knight. My opponent then plays this move knight to e7 check. A move that I was very surprised to see. I thought for sure he was going to cut this. I was going to cut. He was going to cut. I was going to cut. He's got the passed pawn and I'm just in big trouble. But instead he played this check and then I played the move king to f8. A great move. He let me back into the game, guys. So I'm happy now. King to f8. My opponent plays knight captures d5. He must have, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, he must have saw that this pawn would be free. The pawn is hanging. So he said, okay, let me get my check off. The king has to move and then let me win some material. But, ladies and gentlemen, what he missed was, and with his greedy self, was this beautiful move. Knight captures f3 check. You have to get out of check. The king comes to g2, guys. And in this position, right before I was about to give up, like literally right before I was about to give up, I was thinking to myself, like I was literally about to just be like, man, I lost again. I lost again after losing round 4, and I was going to be devastated. But just after about to give up, I find this beautiful move. Knight captures h2. If the king takes, okay, if he would have taken, then the bishop comes here, check, and I fork the king and the rook. Check, and I'm going to win the rook on the next move, guys. So after knight takes, my opponent, he quite literally cannot take the knight. If he do, he's going to drop his rook, and I am going to be up a full exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't believe it. I found it just in the nick of time, just when I was like, this is completely lost for me. I moved the rooks back and forth as much as I can. I tried to, I tried. But just in the nick of time, I found something that works. And then my opponent, he did not take the knight back because he didn't want to lose his rook. Instead, he played the move king to h1. And then I played the beautiful bishop to e5. And at this point, both of our clocks ran down. But basically, black is simply won here. I am a +2 in material, guys. And I do go on to win this game. But it was not the best game for me. What was really interesting about this tournament was even the games that I won, if I played as bad as I played here, I wasn't proud of them. I wasn't happy. I didn't feel good. So I realized like sometimes, of course, it's about winning, but to me, it's also about playing good chess. I feel like, well, I will always like to win, but if I had the decision to play poorly and win or play my best and lose, I think I'm trying to play my best chess. I think that's really I just want to play my best, and of course I want to win. But I'm just saying, if I win from playing terrible, it doesn't. Of course I want to win always. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not gonna say that. Of course I want to win always, but I realized in this tournament, like, it's about good chess to me. It's about playing good chess, because although I won this game, it was so ugly and so nasty of a game that I was just like, ugh. I am not. I don't even want to think about that game. I don't want nothing to do with that game. I'm just glad it's over. I've never been so happy for a game to be over in my life. But guys, yes, I do go on to win this game. He ended up moving his rook somewhere. The rooks come off the board, and I was able to promote my pawn, get a queen, and checkmate his king, guys. So that was round 5, the most annoying, most ugliest game of the turn. It was just an ugly game. I had, of course, worse blunders. If you guys checked out round 4, you guys seen that crazy mistake that I made to lose the game. And guess what? Mistakes are not over. I will see you guys in round 6. Let's see what happens. Do I recover, or do I continue to let the moment get to me? Let's see what happens, guys. I will see you in the next video. Talk soon.